guys, we are MMA UK News, Stoomboy as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, going to be talking about grappling, so SGI 11. Before we do, just a quick word on the sponsor, so Simplified Debt, company that helps people around the UK who are maybe struggling financially at the moment. So, if you are looking for kind of friendly, confidential, and free advice, then hit these guys up. They'll go through the different debt solutions that are available for everyone. The number and website are across the screen, and just quote the MMA UK BJJ show when you do call them. Now, we're going to be talking about SGI 11 then. SGI 11 is this Saturday, so we're only a couple of days away. SGI 11 is going to be at Maryhill Community Hall in Glasgow. Now, anybody that's ever been at the Maryhill Community Hall will tell you the same thing. It's an old building. And the noise, every time a noise gets made, it echoes throughout the building. The mats are right in the middle, so everybody's surrounding the mats. Definitely makes for it's a great venue, and it's going to make for a really, really good atmosphere. Now, going to be some amazing grapplers on the card. Obviously, the brackets and so on got released earlier today. So check out Scottish Grappling and get all the information through there. If you are looking for tickets, Scottish Grappling also has that. So that'll go through Eventbrite. So make sure you got your tickets for this. Make sure you're in early because the tournaments are the first matches that are going to be on. So the two 70 kilo and 90 kilo tournaments. Now, my next guest then is going to be part of the under 90 kilo tournament. So Johnson, RGA Chester / Next Gen. So he's going to be coming up to Glasgow and obviously putting on a show. Luke's Grapple Fest veteran. And always puts on a show, as he's been on many submission onlys, as well as obviously local comps and stuff like that as well. So really good style, and you guys are going to love seeing him live and in person on Saturday. So Luke, an absolute pleasure, brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure to be on.
Yeah,
I was going to say, mate, I'm definitely not in the under 70 key tournament. I have to chop a fucking leg off. That's not happening. Under 80 was hard. Under 70, I'm going to lose half a leg at least.
But that's the thing, the under 90 tournament, I mean, looking at it, almost everybody in that. Yeah, they're all smaller guys. There's nobody that's under 90. Everybody's like 82. Do you know what I mean? So it's yeah. So you look at like Jack Brown. Jack Brown, I don't think he's anywhere near 90 kilos. So not unless he put on a lot of weight when he was fucking traveling about. Carl's definitely not an under 90.
No, he's under 80. I don't know about Cormac. I think Cormac's like me. I think he does like 85, 90. I don't really know anyone. I don't really know Stephen Laird and Playfair. I don't really know them guys. Not super onto them. So
I think Neil's the same. I'm sure Neil, if I remember rightly, is under usually about 85-ish. And Steve Playfair can't be too far off that. I think he's an under 88 guy. So he'll be kicking about 86 kilos, something like that. So but do you know what? Like, I mean, coming in lighter can be, as you know,
can be an advantage.
Yeah.
I don't mind coming in lighter than most people. Like, I usually go, like, even under 90, I weighed in at Grapple Fest with 86 with me, like, trackies and a hoodie on. So, you know, it beats, do you know what? It beats stripping down to your kegs in front of all them people, like, about to be like, oh, am I going to make the fucking weight?
David, I hope I put clean boxers on, man. That's going to be
you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting there and saying to Tomo, have you got a towel? Have you got like one of them towels to stick around you just in case I have to wipe my kegs off?
Yeah, we've seen that happen many a time. We regularly at most comps. So, but yeah, I mean, coming in lighter, it's better because, as I said, you know yourself, if you go in there and because some people will cut down, which cutting down can be very bad.
It's not good for you. Like, I was doing it to get to 80, and I tell you what, some of them days when I weighed in at 80, I felt like dog shit. Like, I felt so bad, and like the fatigue you feel after about 6 minutes, and you're like, "Wow, this is not right." It just stress, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, it just the week of a match or the week of a tournament. The last thing I want to be stressing about now is, am I on weight? Like, because then you train when you don't need to train, and you overtrain, and then you're fucked by the time it comes around. So not only are you like hungry, but you're overtrained and you're not rested. It's hard to sleep, and it's just a miserable experience.
Yes, yeah.
I said now, like, I've made the mistake of quitting for grappling. Just don't do it. Like,
yeah,
ADCC maybe. Like,
yeah,
if you're like 79, 81 key, obviously go do the 77. Like,
yeah,
but you know, if you're like 85, 86, just do the 88. There's no
yeah.
point in that much weight.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you're around kind of MMA fighters and train with MMA fighters, so you can understand it coming from an MMA point of view. But as you said, grappling. Do you know what I mean? I think for me, I remember being like kind of early blue belt and thinking I need to cut 6, 7, 8 kilos before a competition, and then that too, maybe 1 or 2 weeks before the comp, having to then cut it down. Which don't get me wrong, I still felt I still had energy. I was still okay when I went out. But it was that thing I didn't need to.
Different, isn't it? Like I say to all the guys, especially like white and blue belt guys who I train with, they're all like, "Oh, should I go down a weight class?" I'm like, "No, just
Yeah,
stay where you are and compete. Like,
yeah,
don't worry about it, especially not till you're like at least doing sub only shows, like, or you know, like bigger things. Like, I'm not being funny, mate. I'm not cutting 4 kilo to roll for a medal in a sports hall in Manchester.
yeah,
I'm just not fucking doing it. Like,
yeah, yeah.
it doesn't make sense to me.
We've all been guilty of it. We've all done it at some point.
Yeah, we've all made
So
the mistake. We've all made the
yeah,
mistake, but it's trying to help other people not to make that mistake.
yeah, yeah. That's what I say. I remember going in and doing my first comp and being like, "Do you know what? I'll go in at this weight and I'll see how I am. And if I don't get my ass kicked, right, and if I do well,
100%.
I'll stay at this weight, right." So then I ended up going and winning my first comp, and then I went to the second comp and I won that all at under 100 kilos. And I was like, "Well, I'm just going to stay here, right?" And then it wasn't until I think
You
I
met Mark
went.
McQueen.
Well, no, no, no. Unfortunately, not apart from in the gym. Apart from in the gym, but
Fuck
um,
that.
I think I went in. It was I decided because I was winning. I think I'd won 7 competitions in a row at super heavy, and I thought, fuck it, I'm going to go and just not bother and go in the ultra heavy. So then I was going in about 104, 105, and I was getting smoked. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, what?
That's a different kettle of fish. That top end, like I don't mind doing absolutes, but
Yeah,
that
yeah,
top end when you go plus 100 key guys, fuck
yeah,
that. Like them,
yeah,
like I always look at them like they're like the next size up of human. Like we're barely the same thing. Like
yes,
they're some of them dudes that you look at and you're like, you are huge. Like we are
yeah,
not the same thing. Like
yeah,
that Dan
yeah.
Manisu, I stood next to him and I was like, stood next to a building.
Mate, Mark McQueen stood next to him, and Mark's fucking what 6'4", right, and 120 kilos, and he stood next to him. And Mark said to me, "Stuart, I felt small." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a big fella, mate. He's
Yeah,
scary.
yeah.
He's a scary dude.
And I was hearing about him. He was sitting in the back and he was just playing. He was chilled as fuck apparently because he was
Yeah, he was
just
playing. I
playing.
was like, we set up camp like next to them, and he was sat playing like Minecraft and all sorts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, fucking fair play, mate. Like,
Yeah, and then we saw him
he's
when he went
chilling.
home. He was playing the piano and stuff like that, man. And that's what he said. He just does these things to relax. Do you know
I
what I mean?
can't believe that dude's 21 years old.
Wow.
That is a
Yeah.
joke, mate. Like
Yeah.
he is one of the biggest humans I've ever seen.
Yeah. So
You know what I mean? You know, I look at some of them guys and I'm like, do you know what? He's obviously like you watch him and he's got good jiu-jitsu, but fuck me, like it's got to be hard. Like when you got a dude that size who inverts underneath you, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, go away. You can't pull guard.
mate, I was trying to wind him up, right? Because like see before obviously Grapple Fest, I remember putting the picture up and I kept tagging him in stuff, and he's like, "Why are you tagging me in stuff?" And I was like, and I knew it was. I don't think it was annoying him. Like he was just like he didn't understand what I was
He's got
doing.
a very like he's got a very strange way about him.
Yeah, yeah. But he
He's
just
very like what's the word? Like literal.
yeah.
He's very literal.
But I was just like, mate, you're no fun. And he's like, no, I'm fun. but I just don't understand what you're doing. And I'm like, fuck's sake. So, and then I said to him, I said, mate, it's a long time before Grapple Fest. I said, I'm going to wind you up every single day. And he's like, why? So, and
Fucking why
then,
not?
and then after it, obviously after he beat Mark, I remember putting a picture up and I've just tagged him in it and said, look, mate, well done, man. That was awesome. Awesome to watch. And he's like, thanks very much. So, but nice guy, man. Nice guy.
Yeah, very nice dude. Just like
Yeah.
massive.
You don't want to see him in an absolute.
Oh no! Do you know what? Like it's lucky. I was doing this ASW Interclub thing on the 30th. Oh fucking hell, it's in 10 days. I just looked at the date then. And I was like, oh fuck. But I was looking. But Ash Wag entered Empire in Nottingham, and I was like, oh, I might enter with you. I might just enter to do the Absolute, and then Ash screenshot me a picture of like him and Mark McQueen in the Absolute, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
Ashwag weighs about 70 kilo, piss
Yeah.
wet through. I'm pretty sure Mike McQueen bicep curls 70 kilo.
Yeah, probably more than that. Probably a
So,
lot
I
more
mean,
than that. So,
fuck that.
but yeah, as I said again, Ashwag is going to be good. Ashwag's awesome. As I absolutely love Ash.
I
So,
do. He's a belter. I love it.
and see the thing, Ash is the same as you guys. I mean, he does not give a fuck who's standing in front of him. He doesn't care if
No,
it's a
do you
Mark
know
McQueen or whoever. So,
one of my favourite moments from Ashley Wag was when he put hyphen in a hundility on Intergrapple. And I was like, what? Do you know the funniest part about it was he said to me before he went on, he says, I'm going to go wrestle today. And he pulled guard straight away. So, sound.
nah, awesome kid. Ash, we love you. As I said, do not change, man. Do not change at
No,
all.
no,
So.
no, definitely don't.
What about you then? So obviously SGI 11. Obviously an 8-man tournament. We mentioned a couple of the names already. So
Seven now.
7-man. Yeah, we're down to
7-man
7.
now. 7.
We did have, I need to find out who the 8th one was that pulled out. So
I actually had a look earlier. It was someone from Hellfish. Like,
yeah. So
who
let me
is it?
see.
Because the original lineup was under me, Cal Pacino, Jack Brown, Neil Laird, Stephen Playfair, Cormac, Lewis Cunningham dropped out.
Yeah.
Hellfish BJJ.
Lewis, you are a shitbag, man. You are a shitbag. So, Davy Bull, man, get your people sorted. Do you know what, Lewis? Obviously, he's pulled out. There would have been something. I'd say it could have been an injury or something. So, obviously, Lewis, whatever's up, man. Listen, we hope you're better soon.
Come on, don't pull back like that. You went in hard, and now you're like, "Oh no, it's all right, mate." Like, no, stick to your guns. Come on, call him a
All right,
shitbag.
Lewis, you've ruined this 8-man tournament. Absolutely ruined it. People were coming to see. People had bought tickets to come and see 8 people, Lewis, and you've just fucked it, man.
Now there's 7, and everyone wants a refund.
Everybody wants a refund. They want a fucking 1/8 of the ticket money back. So, but nah, Hellfish good as the Davy Bull. Davy Bull's on the card that night as well, so he's up against Shaz Khan. So, going to be a great matchup. Great matchup between the two.
I tell you what, I don't know why I'm so surprised, but there's so many Scottish grapplers on there. I didn't realise there was that many. Like there was that many Scottish grapplers, mate.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Dude, the thing
I'm shocked at the depth in the card. There's a lot of dry guys on there as well, which I was shocked about. Miguel Alvarez, obviously Cormac's in the tournament.
Yeah, Josh is there. I think Jack Gillis is there as well. So there's quite a few dry guys coming over. So
Get about them boys, don't they?
Yeah, that's the thing. See, when you get one dry guy on, then the whole team's coming. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's good. But yeah, like Scottish grappling. See, at the moment, because I always talk about like grappling in like the northwest of England, northeast of England, the kind of the Midlands area and so on, and we all see it.
The Midlands. It's all about the north.
Yeah, but we all see it. I mean, see, like grappling's at an all-time high wherever you go at the moment in the UK. And Scotland is exactly the same. I mean, Scotland. Don't get me wrong. We always had really, really good grapplers. We had like Craig McIntosh and so on. So Spider Mop out there doing his thing. So we always had really, really good grapplers. But then over the since lockdown, it's took right. I mean, it's now at an all-time high since that. When everybody wasn't supposed to be training, everybody seemed to get better. So there was a lot of fight clubs going on.
I mean,
A lot of fight clubs.
oh yeah, I trained every day, every day. Do you know what? I got fined twice for it as well. But if you'd have said to me at the start of COVID,
Yeah,
you're going to pay 400 quid
yeah.
and you can train throughout the whole lot, I'd have gone, all right, yes, I'm no drama. Everyone else,
Wait, how did you get
remember
fined? How did you get fined?
got fucking caught, didn't I?
Oh,
Twice.
so did you actually get caught? Because you know how there was they all talked about the stick your neighbour in. Do you remember that campaign they had?
Oh
Like,
yeah. No,
like,
some people definitely, someone definitely stitched us up. 100%.
yeah,
Fuck me off, mate. I was
yeah.
just, I was in the gym every day watching art of jiu-jitsu online, just chilling like berimbolo and stuff. Come back, I was just berimboloing everyone in the gi. I was like, how are you doing that? I'm like, I just practiced at home on a chair.
Had a grappling dummy. Had a grappling
Yeah.
dummy in
I
the
mean,
house.
do you remember that stage everyone went through of like shoving pillows in a fucking hoodie and making grappling dummies? I was like, mate, as soon as that come out, I was like, I'm going to fucking gym. I'm not grappling a pillow. Fuck off.
We had it as well, obviously, Marcos. Scotland got hit quite badly, so we couldn't. None of the gyms were able to open at all. So I remember our coach Marcos went out and bought a load of grappling dummies. That right, whoever wants one, I'll deliver it to you. So then he would deliver a grappling dummy to people, and then it was like the old clothes, putting old clothes in and socks and fucking everything was going in this grappling dummy to make it look like a person, right? And it still didn't look like a fucking person. So
Shite, mate. Shite.
yeah.
Fucking chilling on a bag
But
full of clothes.
a lot of people, actually, a few people did. They did train. I mean,
A few.
you had to.
I don't. And now I talk to people. Everyone who I talk to is like, yeah, I trained every day, and I'm like, yeah, me too. I literally, if you talk to anyone at the moment who's doing anything in grapple, like making any kind of waves, and you say, oh, what about lockdown? They're like, what about
Yeah,
it?
didn't change. But that's how you can tell who trained and who didn't, right?
Yeah.
Because you go to competitions and you see a guy come in and just absolutely rinse everybody, right? And then other guys will come in and they'll be like,
It
so
was
you
bad
tell
for that
them,
straight after COVID, though, wasn't it? It was
yeah,
like, the first comps that come round after COVID, and there was a couple of guys just fucking murdering everybody, and everyone else is like, why is this guy so good?
yeah, yeah. So you can tell, you can definitely tell who
Because
trained and
you've
who
been
didn't.
grappling a pillow, bro.
Yeah, yeah. You mean messing about with the dog or something? Do you know what I mean? Remember them videos, like people having the dog and they were doing, like,
Oh,
and you're
weird
like, yeah,
shit, mate. Yeah,
the
no.
dog's just ready to fucking eat you,
Just,
man.
just give me the fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Just give me the fine. I'll take it. It's okay.
£400, man, a lot of money though, a lot of money. But you talk about 2 years of grappling, almost.
2 years, mate. 2 years. I've only trained for 4. That's half my training time.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking lose that, mate. Still in
yeah.
the white belt divisions.
But yeah, listen, long gone days now. As I say, we do look back and laugh and think, what the fuck did we do, man?
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, what happened? What was it all about? And so it was the days, as I say, fingers crossed, they're not coming back. As I say, we don't want to see them back at all. So, what about you then? So obviously, it's going to be a busy couple of months for you. Obviously, you got SGI coming up. You talked about the in 10 days' time, you got the ASW thing.
Yeah, and then a little bit after that, so 13th of May, I'm on a Midlands sub-only show.
Yeah.
I think that's about under 92 or under 94. I don't know, just a match.
Yeah.
And then end of next month, I'm off to Chicago. Off the back of my win on Grapple Fest, I got a message off one of the matchmakers for Midwest Finishers, asking me to go over there and take part in a 16-man under 185-pound bracket.
Nice.
So I'm gonna head over there and try and win $2,500 and a belt and come home.
Yeah, yeah.
Get some deep dish pizza.
Yeah. Some real deep dish pizza.
Some real, like talking like 6,000 calories in a pizza. That's what I want.
Yeah. But
I'll
that's
come
good.
back at under 100 key. I'm calling out. Let me just put it out there now. If I come back under 100 key, Paul Webb.
Paul Webb. Yeah.
Paul Webb calling you out for the belt.
Listen, Paul Webb might be well under 100 key. I'd say he's fucking. We talked about this the last time. And Paul's done phenomenal over the last while. What's it been like? Maybe 6 months, maybe a bit
I'd
more
say
than
it's
that.
a bit longer, but yeah, he looks fantastic, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah. I saw a
It makes me
picture.
feel bad. Like I have to keep taking my top off now because he stands next to me with his kit off, and I'm like, I'm not having this. Fuck off.
Did you see the picture he put up? Was it yesterday? And it was like an old picture where he had long hair, right? And then you
Yeah, he
see him
looks like
now,
a
and he's
different
bald,
dude.
and you're like, come on,
He
man,
looks
what
younger.
happened?
He looks younger now than
Yeah,
he did 5 years ago.
yeah.
Fucking weird, mate.
So,
You know Lee Mack from Next Gen, don't you? Lee McMahon.
yeah.
Yeah, I walked in there the other day and Lee Mack's got a picture of Sam Smith on his phone and he says, "Do not look like Webb." It fucking does.
Oh man, oh,
Oh.
but he's doing brilliant.
Do you know what? He was stood next to me and I looked at him and he went, "Did you just look at me to see if that was actually me?" I was like, "Fucking spit at you, bro."
Oh, well, listen, he takes it well. He takes it well. As we do love
Oh,
Paul as well.
a
So,
champ, mate.
but he'll be under 100 kilos. You'll be over 100 kilos when you come back with that deep dish pizzas.
Tell me about it. Yeah, Mark McQueen, I'm coming for you, bro.
So, but that's going to be awesome. I mean, that's the thing with Grapple Fest. Is Grapple Fest puts you out there in front of so many people, not just
Oh
here in the
yeah,
UK, but you're talking worldwide. And that's the good thing about seeing like say the Daisy Fresh guys coming over now, New Wave and people from America, Australia, and stuff like that as well. So because that's the audience that people now. That's the audience that you're now out in front of.
yeah. Just got to keep getting after it. Just keep every time. To be honest, every time I go on Grapple Fest, something good happens off the back of it. So I
Yeah.
just keep rocking up and trying to kill people, and we'll be sound.
Yes.
That's it. Just scrap, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. That'd be an awesome experience. I mean, going all the way over there again, up
Yeah,
against and up against people that you've never been up against before. So,
yeah.
which is unusual in this country. So,
Yeah, that's it. Everyone knows each other, don't they? Do you know what I mean? And so it'd be nice to get out there and get after some American. I'm actually really intrigued to see who's going to be in the bracket because they usually have some like fairly decent names on
big
there. So
MMA fighters and so on. Yeah.
I'd like to see who's on there. Do you know what I mean? It'd be cool. It'd be cool to get someone good. Like I could do with taking home a scalp, especially an American one. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Listen, it'll be awesome. Whoever's in the bracket, you guaranteed there'll be an MMA fighter, like a UFC fighter, or fucking something like that. Do you know what I mean? You're walking.
Some
Who's
bullshit, yeah.
who's 185? Who's a jiu-jitsu guy at 185? So,
Under 108. It'd be talking walk around, so you'd be more looking at like lightweights than anything. Do you know what I mean? That's the
yeah,
thing with them MMA fighters. Coming
like
from 185.
155. Yeah,
Yeah,
155.
yeah. Someone
So,
from around them ways. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see though. Like
that's
I hope, like I said, I just want like the biggest names possible. I'm not really asked why. I just want to see someone that someone's going to go, "Oh wow, that's them," and just try and take
yeah,
their head off.
yeah. Listen, whoever it is, as I say, you don't care. As I said,
Get
we
after
always
it.
say you just use as long as there's someone there, then yeah, we're coming home with a. You're coming home with the belt and that 2.5 G's in your pocket. So
Yeah, I see. I went on their Instagram the other day and they're giving out medals with spinners on and all sorts, and I was like, I want one of them. Just cool shit.
mate, I'll need a look, man. I'll need a look. I'll need to have a look out for them.
Well,
So
I'll send it. I'll send it. I'll send you. I'll send you a thing I seen, like a big rope chain, medal with a spinner on. I was like, this looks legit.
yeah, I want one of
So
them bad boys.
keep the fucking money. Just give me one of them. I said to a couple of lads in the gym, I says, if I win one of them, I'm never taking it off. I said, I'll roll with it on and everything. It was like, it was bad enough after I won King of the Mat. Like, I had a plastic crown. I didn't take
Yeah.
that off either.
So there we go, a rope chain with a spinning medal. Man, that's it's different. It's very, very different. So
Like John Cena.
yes. Grapple King's 10 is no, not 10. Is it 10? Grapple
I'm not
King's
sure.
10 as well.
Grapple
So
Kings.
yeah,
Yeah. Big matchup lined up for that. I think it's confirmed. Ryan Roddy, Bellator fighter, good brown belt, be a scrap. Again, looking forward to going over there. My mate Uncle Kev Corkill. I think he's got a lightweight title eliminator against Marcus Phelan.
Yeah.
I want to say that's
That'll be a
bout of a match.
great
That's a
match.
bout of a match. That.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. First time that'll be my first time competing in Ireland.
Yeah.
So that'll be a cracker. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. As they look after you, as they do Grapple Kings, especially when you go over to Dublin, as they're really, really nice. It's in the same place as well that we were in the last time, so it's like almost like a theatre, right? So there's like the seats all the way down. So like being in a cinema almost, right? Where you've got all the seats that look down straight onto the mat, and you've got the judges. One of the judges was actually the head referee for ADCC.
Okay.
So Marius Domisar. I
Yeah.
hope I'm saying this right, but yeah,
I'm not
head
going to try and
referee.
say his name.
Yeah, but Marius, awesome guy, really nice guy, and he was the head referee for the ADCC, and he was the head referee on the night as well. Or not referee, sorry, judge. He was the
Yeah.
judge. So, but they do look after you. They'll do well. Ricky Wright shouting your name as you come out, man. It's like nothing you've ever heard before, man. I know Grapple Fest is good, but Ricky Wright gets fucking right into it, man.
Hey,
You know
you're
what
going to have Aaron Chatfield on the phone in a minute.
I mean?
Just better be fucking watching your mouth. He'll be on the blower like Stoom.
Yeah.
What is this shit you're chatting?
But no, I'd say it's a great promotion. And as you'll love Dublin, you'll love being over there.
Oh, yeah.
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 Don't do what Josh Williams did. Josh Williams at the end of Grapple Kings Ireland versus Wales got up and basically was like, "We won that. Fuck yous." Do you know what I mean? And he didn't say "fuck yous," but he wasn't happy about some of the decisions. So, and as soon as they gave them a mic, I'm like, "Why are you giving Josh the mic?" And as soon as he got the mic,
like, what you do? Yeah, don't do that, bro. You know, like. I don't get it sometimes. Do people not look at people and see like their facial expression and think, probably I shouldn't give this guy a platform to talk. Let's just say well done and get on with the fucking night, shall we?
Mate, I was honestly right because I knew how pissed off he was because there was a couple of decisions that were questionable.
I seen a questionable one. Oh, Bart the grappler who went from Italian to Welsh for a day.
Yes.
that was a suspect decision. After watching that, I watched that match and I was like,
yeah. So that was it. Josh obviously wasn't, and I knew he wasn't happy. Right, and then obviously they gave out the Wales won it in the end, and I'm looking at. I remember looking at Josh thinking, right, somebody's fucking. And as soon as they went up the mic, like that, so what do you think, Josh? And then Josh took the mic. Do you know what I mean? So it was like, right, okay. And then that was it. He went off on one, which don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, Josh is very passionate about what he does. I mean, he's got high standards. He expects high standards from officiating and all that kind of stuff. So, and then even during the event, Ash Williams, who was in Australia at the time, Ash is messaging me during the event saying, "Oh, that was shite, that was bullshit," and I'm like, "Yeah, Ash is. I'm only commentating." So,
guess what, bro? I'm not a judge.
So, but yeah, I was sitting there, and even after the Bart fight, we went on and we said the commentary. We were like, "Man, that decision was bollocks, man. That was wrong.
Yeah, that was bullshit. That was bullshit."
Yeah, but at the same time, it was like, do you know what? It's down to the judges. It's obviously they make the decision. Obviously, they seen maybe something that we didn't see. So, but yeah, that's the question. But Wales won it in the end. So
they get look into Dave Letherby's everyday life.
Yes, yes. So, but it was still a great night. It was still a really good night. So, but you'll enjoy that. You'll definitely
mate. I can't wait.
That. So,
a little bit of fun in Dublin.
Yeah.
Have a pint of Guinness afterwards. Cracking.
Yes.
Be a good night. See if we can get Uncle Corkill on the Guinness.
Kev, man, I'm looking forward to seeing Kev again. Absolutely love seeing Kev. He's definitely, to me, Kev's one of these characters, one of the best people to have a laugh. Do you know what I mean? He just enjoys what he does.
Do you know what, mate? It just annoys me when he smashes fuck out of you. Then you're like, Kev, mate, and he's like, just practice. I'm like, fuck off. Do you have to? He always, do you know what? He'll put you through the mat and then he picks you up after and he's like, good game, mate. I'm like, don't you dare. Don't you dare. It just made me feel like I didn't know jiu-jitsu, bro. Don't tell me good game.
Yeah. He's awesome. And as even chatting with him, I spoke to him a few times and he just, again, he's one of the funniest guys that I can speak to. And he doesn't even try. He doesn't try to be funny. He is.
No, sometimes he says something and you laugh at him and he's like, what are you laughing at? And you're like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What am I laughing at? Do you listen to yourself talk?
But nah, Kev's definitely a character. Again, Kev's one of these guys never change. Kev never change at all because that's the reason why people will absolutely love speaking to you, love being around you, and so on. So
He's a
Yeah.
gangster.
So yeah. Final thing then, Luke. So obviously, again, been in the game for a while. I know it was only a few weeks ago
Yeah, a little while,
that me and
mate.
you spoke, but
Veteran
anybody,
now.
yeah, listen, anybody you want to thank, anybody you want to shout out to since the last time we spoke?
As always, same people. As always, all my sponsors, Rain, Grapplers Soap, Good to Go, and Warrior Supplements, all just make my life fucking so much easier. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, they make my life way easier. And all of my training partners and coaches, especially Matty Holmes and Paul Rimmer, just like constantly investing so much time in me. They're the reason. Them guys, especially Matty and Paul, are the reason where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
They invest so much time in me; it's ridiculous. So yeah, and all my training partners that consistently let me just drill random shit and spar with me and try and beat me up. I love you all. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for all of your support. And anyone who buys a ticket off me when I'm fucking pestering you, that
Yeah.
always helps. Thanks loads.
Yes. Yeah. So there we go, guys. We've got Luke Johnson, RGA Chester, next gen. Going to be heading up to Glasgow on Saturday, the 22nd of April. So 2 days away. Going to be SGI 11, Maryhill Community Halls in Glasgow. Now, it's going to be the 7-man tournament. All right. So Lewis, it's only going to be 7 men. But yeah, Lewis might be there on the night, so we'll give him a slagging on the night as well. I did it. There was a 4 Nations tournament, and Ireland unfortunately had to pull out, right, for whatever reason. And Kieran Brohan was the captain of the Irish team, and he was in the audience. And
I
obviously,
bet as a Scottish fella, you loved that.
oh, mate, I
Bet
got the
you
microphone.
fucking loved that.
Well, I got the microphone and I was like, yeah. So it's the 4 nations. In fact, no, it's the 3 nations because Ireland pulled out. If anybody's got any complaints, Kieran Brohan's over there sitting in the audience. And Kieran's like, thanks, Doom. Thanks very much. So Lewis, if we see you on Saturday night, we're going to point you out to everybody. So
you just remember, if anyone wants them tickets, Kev Corkill is your man.
Kev Corkill, anybody looking for SGI tickets? If you can't get any, head over to Kev Corkill. Everybody drop Kev Corkill a message on Instagram or Facebook.
Because Matty Holmes tried to ring me when I was on here, and I was just like, "You're telling me in a minute, I'm recycling your joke every time, bro."
Yeah. So listen, I don't think that Kev Corkill, the ticket one, that'll never leave, man. That'll be brought up on every single podcast.
It's gotta be.
Yes.
You gotta wait until you get someone like ADCC and you're like, anyone who's not got tickets, Kev Corkill's got loads.
Kev Corkill's got them all. And he's got them free as well. He's got free tickets.
Got them discounted tickets.
Um,
Just whatever you do, don't send him any money because you won't get it back.
No, you definitely won't. But listen, look, absolute pleasure. Always love chatting with you. It's always great fun, man. It's always great fun. So, I'd say I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. But listen, have a safe trip up, and yeah, we'll see you Saturday, brother. All right,
yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Bye bye.
Catch you in a bit.